What it do, Rob? What it do, man? Welcome.
What's up? What's up with you, man? What's up with you?
First show, man. First show on my network. How you doing, boss?
I'm doing good, man. Chilling.
Yeah, like we were supposed to be a guest on the show, but now you're into a bigger role. You're I guess my interim co-host for the day. So I mean, what a big promotion, right?
Yeah, shit. That's solid right there, man.
Yeah, man. So how was your weekend, man? How was your
It
weekend?
was good. It was good. How about your birthday? How was your birthday?
I was lit, man. I was lit. I'm 25, man.
Little Dilly on? You drink a little Dilly on? What you had popping?
So all right, so you know that restaurant, Fogo de Chao, like where like they you go there, you get like the green red card,
Yeah.
and they go with the meat and they cut off the different like slices of meat. I did that. I was supposed to go since I'm in Jersey. There's this new place called Supercharge. It's like a go-kart place, which like supposed to be like the world's biggest like indoor racetrack or go-kart track in the world. But it was like a 3-hour wait. So I'm probably gonna do that this week. But yeah, other than that, man,
you ain't too far from me. I'm in Delaware.
So. Oh yeah. Well, I used to live in Maryland, so yeah, I was. Well, now I'm up the Parkway. Now I'm in Jersey. So
you used to live in Maryland. What part of Maryland you used to live in?
So Harford County, like outside of
outside of Baltimore. That's where I'm from. I'm from Aberdeen.
Oh, get the hell out of here, bro!
Yeah, that shit crazy.
That shit crazy, man. It's a small world, man. Yeah, Harford County. Yeah, I used to live. I used to go to. I don't know if you know North Hartford. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Freaking in the farmland, man.
That's the boonies.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's where I went to high school at, and then I moved to Eastern Shore, Salisbury, near Ocean City, and then now I'm in Jersey now. So.
Oh, that's what's up.
Definitely a culture like diversity change, man. Because Jersey's a melting pot of different people and stuff. So. But yeah, since Kyle's not here, man, yeah, so we're gonna just dive right into it, man. So, the first topic is NBA. It's supposed to be a roundtable between us three, but I guess it's me and you. So who won in the NBA free agency so far? Like in your eyes, who won? So you had the Bradley Beal going to Phoenix. You have the 3-team trade with the Celtics, Memphis, and Washington. Marcus Smart going to the Memphis. You have Lakers kind of doing a retool, not a rebuild. With signing Austin Reeves back and Roy Hachimura. So what's going on, man? So who do you think won the free agency so far?
I'm going with definitely. I'm going definitely with the Lakers. What they was able to pick up in the offseason with re-signing Rui, signing Austin Reeves, signing. Getting actually a solid big man. Mo Bamba is just known for that song. That's his biggest hit of his career. The Shaq West song is the biggest hit of his, of his whole career. Like he has to be honest about it. That's the highlight of his career.
Mo Bamba.
Yeah, that's the highlight. So we got out of that. Dennis Schroeder, man, it felt like he was dribbling with with some oil. What's that oil called? WD-40. It felt like he had WD-40 on his hands at all times because he was a walking turnover. We got out of him. He went to Raptors, but I didn't really like the D'Angelo Russell thing. I didn't like re-signing him. I think we could have got some kind of better guard than that. Hopefully that young boy we got, Jalen Hood, in the draft helps out.
He's been going off in summer league, man.
And I definitely like the boy. I definitely like the boy Castleton. I think he's a good big too. So and Jackson Hayes, he's a decent pickup too.
Yeah. So we got my boy Wop. I played 2K with him. What's going on, my boy Wop? Thanks for tuning in. Wop said Lakers won the free agency. I mean, I wouldn't say they won. I think in my eyes, since I'm a Lakers fan, like the win that we had. Was just getting back Roy Hachimura and Austin Reeves, man. That's.
Well, I don't think we could win without them. But I gotta talk about the Wizards, man. They did the ultimate hood finesse, right?
That's Christie. That's another one too.
You traded a bottle of wild turkey, and you got Dilly on. You know what I mean? You just did an ultimate hood flip. You got a top shelf. You got a couple pieces, good solid pieces with Jordan Poole. You got a lot for Bradley Beal.
Yeah. So like you think that I'm not sure if you said it, but like so like is there a clear cut winner of like this frenzy so far? I know you got Dame still on the out there and Harden still being shipped possible to another team. But do you think that there's like a clear cut, I guess my question is, did the team get better in order to dethrone the Nuggets in your eyes? Do you think that
I don't know about nobody dethroning the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets, unless why I can see the Nuggets going downhill, there's some injury bugs. We all know Jamal Murray got some problems with that knee. If he falls apart, I don't think the Nuggets repeating. If they can stay healthy, I think they can go back to the finals. I think so. I don't really see these shortcuts. Somebody competing with them like that on that level.
Right. So I guess the next topic would be with the 3-team trade with Porzingis going to the Celtics, Marcus Smart going to the Grizzlies, and then I think there was some like draft picks. I think somebody on that team, I forgot who was going to the Wizards in that trade, but do you think like who won that trade? Do you think like Porzingis and Celtics won that trade? Do you think Grizzlies getting Marcus Smart, a veteran leader in that point guard room? Do you think they won that trade, or like what do you?
I just wonder about this. How you got Porzingis, right? You have Robert Williams. You have Harford. Like how do you mix those two together? Like how you have them on the floor together? That's what my biggest concern about.
So your biggest concern is like how they gonna.
How does it mesh? Yeah, how does it mesh?
Oh, with like Porzingis and like Tatum and Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, I think my opinion on it is so I've always said on my show and other shows that like losing Marcus Smart, it was a big blow because like he was the heart of that team. I mean, other than Tatum, but I think he's the one like was diving for balls and like lighting that fire under that team, and like he was a leading defensive point guard. So I think losing that player like Marcus Smart, because I used to hate the dude, like the way he played, the flop and all that, and try to gain people's faces. I mean, but then I grew to love him more and admire him more because I know he has brought a lot to that team. But now losing him to Memphis, I mean, obviously you got John Morant acting a fool. Maybe he can set John Morant straight. They got Derrick Rose in there, so they got some veteran leadership in that locker room. So I think that for right now, Memphis won that trade. But if Porzingis can be that 100% healthy, 95% healthy center and he can shoot, maybe they could win that trade. But right now, I think that for right now, with the way he's looking, I think right now the Memphis has won that 3-team trade because they got more of because they got Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart can bring.
So you think Marcus Smart can hold on for 25 games and keep them competitive?
I think he can, and I think D Rose is going to be there. I mean, obviously, he'd be a mentor to the young players because obviously, if they didn't make those moves, it would have been Steven Adams being the oldest person on that team. He was hurt half the year last year, so I think, and they still got Bane. I think they got Jaren Jackson still, so I mean, they can hold it, but I mean, I just think that Celtics are going to miss that heart that Marcus Smart gave them on the floor because he created plays. He did the things that weren't on the stat sheet,
But I can see why they moved from him though, because he did have an off year last year.
Well, he's the only tradable piece other than Malcolm Brogdon. Let's be real, because obviously they ain't going to trade Tatum or Brown. Well, yeah, Brown.
Brown will give you some crazy picks though. You got some crazy picks. Need some rotational players. But they were not going to do something like that, something extreme like that. But I wonder for the future, are you going to be able to pay 2 supermaxes?
Yeah, I mean, definitely we'll get into that because I got that question about Jaylen Brown. I want your thoughts on that. That's the last topic for the NBA. But yeah, that's a good point. Like, I mean, I think what Jaylen Brown is like. They said it's like 5 year, like 300 something million. I think that's crazy, man. And then Tatum, I don't think he got extended yet, so I don't know. I mean, with building, you know, championship level teams. I mean, with that luxury tax, I don't know, man.
A luxury tax is different, man. It's different.
Yeah, true. But let me get to the comments. WAP said Max Christie's a problem too. For the Lakers, yeah, for sure. He's definitely a weapon that we need. The Heat gonna be back.
Do you have him making a team though, or you see him sitting in the G League this year again?
Who, Max Christie?
Yes, that's.
I think. I mean, if we need him, I think we'll bring him up. But I think he should play maybe half the season in the G League, kind of get developed more. But if we need to bring him up, bring him up. If he's ready, bring him up. Because I know Jalen Hood, and he's been going off in obviously it's summer league, but it ain't that big of a deal. But from what I've seen from him, like in the summer league, he's been going off, man. So I like that pickup for us, man. Jalen Hood, Shafino.
Yeah, I like that move, man.
Because they're talking about either trading that pick to get a superstar or just keeping that pick. So I'm glad he was there on that draft board.
I don't think it's really too much you can really get just drafting up picks. I don't think you can get nothing really crazy unless you give up AD. That's only.
True. Well, we all know LeBron gonna be probably leaving probably soon because for his son or wherever he goes. So they want to, you know, obviously have a plan where when he's off the team, they're younger and probably have the center around AD at the center. And like when LeBron goes somewhere else, they'll get younger and more. You know, they're still young. So, WAP said that Heat gonna be back next year with Dame. I mean, see that's another thing. I mean, you see Dame going to Heat. You see them Portland. You see him staying in Portland.
I see them trading him. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be Scoot's team, Scoot team, and Simmons and Grant. I think they're going to go with that.
Do you think Grant? Now, a lot of people say Grant got overpaid. Do you think he got overpaid?
I think so, but you know, if somebody offer you that kind of crazy bag, you'd be a fool not to take it. We seen what Dennis Schroeder did a couple years back when we tried to offer him $100 million. He said nah. So you know what I mean. You can't go with that kind of regret. You got to take that bag when you get it.
That's true. Then I think WAP said Al Horford and KP can alternate the 4 and the 5. Yeah, they can do that, and then they still have Robert Williams there. So. For the center position. And then next topic. So your team. So I just want to get a sense. Your team is it the Lakers, right? Or you're a LeBron fan?
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan. So I did say, you know what I mean. I'm not going back to Cleveland. I'm not going back to Miami. So I'm just gonna finish up here with the Lakers. I think I'm just gonna support the Lakers for. After LeBron leaves, because I can see him going to a terrible team. I'm still going to support LeBron, though.
Yeah. Because I was going to ask you the next topic was, what do you think about your team's, like, you know, free agency so far? Like, but you're a Lakers fan, so. I mean, I think that, you know, we kind of, instead of, like, getting I think we like retooled, I think. We got back Reeves. We got Rory back. We got Torian Prince. That was a good pickup for the bench. You know,
I think Cam Reddish is going to be a great pickup off when he gets on that second unit. Yeah, Cam Reddish because he's a bucket.
Oh yeah, and I don't think the Knicks or the Atlanta Hawks use him right. I mean, I know he was injury prone, I think, or injured. But I mean, obviously Tom Thibodeau in New York didn't really use him right. To his best of it, he didn't even see the court in New York. Same thing in Atlanta. So I think that Darvin Ham will have a plan for him.
I think so too, because he definitely is ocean spray. You know what I mean? He's definitely ocean spray when he's on
And
the court.
he's a Duke player, so I'm a Duke fan. So that's a definitely
Oh
a Duke
man,
player.
damn. All right, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear
Oh
that. Sorry to
man.
hear that.
Oh, why you sorry, man?
Sorry to hear that.
Well, you a Tar Heel fan or something?
No. I go with University of Maryland.
Okay.
I'm
College
big
sport.
University of Maryland. And I used to love the girls Tennessee team. I was a big Pat Summitt fan as a kid.
Okay,
So.
gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Duke fan, but I mean, I think that Gene on the network, he always make fun of me for my teams because I'm a Laker fan, Ravens fan, which is reasonable because I lived in Maryland twice. I'm an Alabama football fan, Duke fan.
Yeah, man. God. Man, you going everywhere. I'm gonna call you Blueface for you a Blueface. As a sports fan, you everywhere.
We're Ravens. I mean, that was. I mean, Yankees fan too for baseball. Forgot about that. That's why I think Aaron made fun of me. He was like, "Jordan, how about them? How about them? How about them Yankees?" Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Do you see them making the playoffs though, man?
Who, Yankees?
Yeah.
It's still kind of early to say. I mean, obviously we're after the All-Star break.
We had 90 games.
Well, 90 games, but this is where like games really start to matter because like it's the second half. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get Judge back hopefully soon.
But the one guy got in trouble, right? He's out for the rest of the season. What's his name again?
Who on the Yankees?
Yeah, and he's on the Yankees. The guy, the pitcher, got in trouble. Ain't he on the Yankees?
Someone got in trouble. I'm not aware of that.
It might not. I don't know the guy's name. I forgot the guy's name. But
trouble
anyway.
For what? For using PEDs or? Wait.
I thought it was for the abuse of his wife. I think it was on the Yankees. I thought this year.
Was it? It might have been one of our relief pitchers, Cordero.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not. I mean, he's a relief pitcher. He's not really a starter pitcher. But yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So every hand arm matters, and in baseball. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess to answer your question, we have a shot still. I mean, it's hard to say when we don't have Aaron Judge back, and I think Rodon just got back into the rotation of the pitching. So, I mean, I just think that we need to. The bats are not waking up right now. I mean, how the hell we lose to the Colorado Rockies, man? Like, we should be beating their asses, like
in the Cubbies.
Yeah, then we got the Angels coming up. But who's your baseball team? You have a baseball team you follow?
Yeah, I got my uncle. Yeah, my uncle hooked me on the Orioles back in the day. It was early '90s with Cal Ripken and stuff. I used to watch the games with him. So.
Yeah, as of recent, they've always been kind of like, well, not recent, but like a couple years ago, they've always been kind of bad. Or they had a good start, and then they kind of like after the All-Star break, they kind of like tanked. But now, they're good, man.
But we can't keep nobody though. We got a small market. You know what I mean? Everybody else got the PPP loans kind of owners. We don't got that.
Right. Let me get a comment. Oh, there's Kyle Evers. What's going on, Kyle? Thanks for tuning into the show, man. I wish you were on here, man. But what up? Yeah, Kyle's a Boston Red Sox fan, so he's always going back and forth with me. Yeah, I mean, Orioles, they've always been kind of like that bottom of the barrel, like in the conference or in the division. But now they're like, they have Adley Richardson, they have Chris Mullin, Gunnar Henderson. They got a good team.
Yeah. Freshman.
Yeah, I mean, leading into the season, I did not expect the Rays to be like the number one in the division. I expected them to be like maybe like third in the division. The Yankees being the number one and Boston being number two. But yeah, they're doing good, man. Randy Rosarena. I mean, that team is legit, man. But yeah, I mean, I think that we have a shot at it. Hopefully a wild card spot or maybe the last couple spots in the playoff, contention. But We just got to get I think our pitching is good. We just got to get our bats waking up, man. It's like since Judge is out, Stanton's been asked. Like I don't know. Um, I think that Brian Cashman, he's afraid to like make big name pushes, like So I mean, there is Shohei on the boards in the offseason, so I heard we might get Shohei, but Kyle, what do you say? You're the only one who thought the Yankees were going to win the division. I mean, hey, we had Judge, new contract. I thought Stan was going to do good, Kyle. I did not expect the Braves to be number one, man. So even you thought that, Kyle. So don't act the fool on here, man. Kyle's in the commenting.
Yeah, man. Nobody saw. I didn't expect my Orioles to be in second place. To be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither, man. I had them like third or fourth, man.
I didn't expect them to get that hot, but that's why they play the games.
That's true. So the next topic we had, so the NBA, to the third to last. Well, we got this one, and then we had the Jaylen Brown conversation. The NBA next year is implementing an in-season tournament. So what do you think about that? You think that's with the whole rule about like playing like 65 games? Do you think that will make the stars play more like that tournament?
It's still going to be players sitting out for this tournament. They worry about the NBA championship. They ain't worried about an in-game season championship. There's people. I don't see the ratings for right now for the what's that Summer League championship we got going on, Summer League playoffs.
Right.
They ain't gonna get numbers. Nobody's gonna be interested to watch the rotation players playing most of the minutes because the big stars ain't not gonna play an in-season tournament.
Yeah, I mean, so like, do you like the idea? Because I mean, Adam Silver, for years he had this planned out. With the whole like the group stage, kind of like soccer, the group stage, the knockout round. Do you think it's a good idea? Like, obviously, as basketball fans, you want to watch more basketball, but obviously, it's end of the season, so it's not gonna be like extra games. But like, do you think that
is that the end of the season?
Well. No, it's it's in November, so it's like in the middle of the season. Like,
no, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think nobody's gonna play. Who plays 82 right now? Who plays in all? Not a lot of people even participating in the All-Star game. So, you think somebody really gonna go hard in an in-season tournament? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. So Kyle said Stanton has been underwhelming. Yeah, he has been at the Yankees. Yeah, that's a fact. Kyle said he likes. Kyle said he's all over the league, the in-season tournament. I love it. He said most leagues have an in-season tournament. The only league I know is soccer that has like the group stage, whatever, the knockout round. But I think it'll bring more eyes to the league. But obviously, like you said, like who wants to play 82 games now? But then they're gonna have that new rule. Like if you don't get 65 games in, then that means you don't get the All NBA, first team, whatever those accolades that will bring you more money.
But some of the players that's already established gonna say, all right, you know what I mean? All right.
Yeah. Kyle said the WNBA has won the Commissioner's Cup. That's true. All right, so the last topic for the NBA, Jaylen Brown. I had the question that do you think Jaylen Brown deserved that max contract? A lot of people have been saying he doesn't. So do you think that Brown has played up to the expectations of being a max player on the Celtics?
I'm all for him getting that contract, but I really feel like for them, I think they should really think about building that team. I don't think they can really. I don't know if they're gonna really go take a chance to go with that luxury tax like that, because there's gonna be somebody interested to give him a big bag. You know what I mean? That free agency. So are you really willing to pay 360 or 400 million for two players or whatever the contract number is going to be? That's going to be the question for Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that I like Jaylen Brown, but I just think that he would do better on another team where he's not really like the focal point, or he's not really like that because obviously on the team is Brown and Tatum, so I feel like he would shine more if he was like the main star on the team because Tatum's getting like all like the spotlight, and Brown turns the ball over, he can't dribble, he's a slasher. But I don't know. I mean, there was times where he thought that he wasn't really the main guy. Like at one point he wanted out in the middle of the season. So obviously, I mean, there's been a halt in the contract. I mean, I think he's on vacation or overseas right now. So they kind of put a halt on that contract talks. But that's a risk they have to take. I mean, to sign two max players. But how they're gonna build around them in the foreseeable future, those contracts.
That's the question. What are you going to be competing for?
I mean, obviously, I don't know what Porzingis' contract like. How many years he's on there? I think a couple years. Only he has to. He's in the Players Association. He is. LaMelo Ball. Kyle said LaMelo Ball and Desmond Bain got max deals. So yeah, Brown deserves it, and the salary cap keeps going up. It does keep going up, but I mean, still, it's like I'm not sure you said what's.
So it's definitely interesting to see what it looks like, but
trying to see who's in the comments because I can't. I know Kyle's in there, but let me see.
Interested to see what it looks.
Oh, Jory's in the the Titans fans in the comment. Oh shit.
Porzingis got a 2-year deal. That's what he said.
Okay, man, I got a 2-year deal. So, I mean, Kyle believes. I mean, he's a diehard Celtics fan, so he believes that they can build around their players with two max contracts. So. This is Jory. What up, Jory? How you doing, Jory?
How about them Titans?
Don't start, man. Oh shit. All right. So I guess that's it for NBA talk. Then we'll go to NFL. All right. Well, the first topic is D-Hop to the Titans. Thoughts? Or like, what are your thoughts on that? On him going to the Titans? You think that that it was the bag chasing or
they going 17-0, man.
Oh, they're going. Well, if I was 18 games.
They're gonna go 18-0. There's gonna be the Jets, and the Titans in the AFC Championship.
You crazy, man. Crazy. Let's see. Jory Williams, what up, Jory? Oh, yeah, Kyle said, look at the Suns and structure their team with those contracts. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think Bobo's going to be good just with the Suns, man, on that second unit, man. He's going to be able to shine with the Suns, man. I just worry about Bradley Beal as a starting point guard because I've been reading reports saying he's going to be the starting point guard. Like, how is that? What is that going to look like?
Yeah, like usually he's the two guard. He usually plays the shooting guard. So that's. I mean, I thought they were gonna have Booker playing the one, and then Bill playing the two, but.
And Devin Booker he's like I see a lot of people trying to build him up to a superstar. I think he's maybe a star, not a superstar, but he's a star.
Yeah, I would say he's a star. He can get to that superstar level. I mean, he can score. He can,
We see what he looked like in the playoffs, though. He didn't look like a superstar.
True. That's true. I mean, that one game he was going off. He was picking his spots and for like the mid range.
To when them Jenner girls called him, then it was all over with.
What, one of the Kardashians? Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else we missed in the NBA? I know Chris Paul went to the Warriors. I mean, how you think about like how you feel about that?
I don't think I think he's good. I know Draymond, and Chris Paul have kind of like a little beef, but I don't think he's gonna get serious. I don't think he's gonna test Chris Paul like that.
No, I think I mean Curry obviously like the whole move. I mean, can Chris Paul stay healthy though? That's the question.
My biggest
Well,
concern for the Warriors is they need a five.
well, as terms of five, where the five can shoot, like a stretch the floor, or do you think this? I mean, Looney, he's a more of a four, but
Yeah,
yeah, I see them playing again like a. They need, yeah, they do need a five though. Um, because Looney,
just
he be
look,
getting,
just look at Denver. Look, everybody's
yeah,
almost over 6 foot plus. So
that's true.
how do you compete with that? Look at the Suns. They're kind of big, a little big. Like how do you compete with that?
Yeah, I
If
guess
you
the question is like,
if your threes
yeah,
don't
I
go
was gonna
in,
say,
you're done.
right. Like, I'm gonna say like, I mean, who's on the market as far as a big man for the Warriors? I mean, I think you might have to do a trade.
I think Porzingis will probably fit better with the Warriors than the Celtics. I think that'd been better for him to go a system like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think for both of those teams can go either way because I think that they have Robert Williams. He can't shoot the three, and then Al Horford's getting older. So I mean, we'll see if he fits that system.
But let's
Obviously,
be real. They got Steve Nash up there in Celtics, though.
yeah, Steve Nash.
Yeah.
He's part of the organization.
No, the head coach, that's Steve Nash. He don't make no in-game adjustments.
Steve Nash is in Boston.
Yeah, the head coach now is Steve Nash. He coached just like Steve Nash.
Oh, the head coach that
Yeah.
coach is there now. Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant Steve Nash as a coach. I was like,
No,
oh, bro. You had me confused, bro. No, I think that's Joe Mazzulla. I was like, yo,
yeah.
Collins, but to come,
Joe
yo,
Mazzulla,
Collins, yo,
you
Collins,
look
to
in the
come after
mirror,
you, man.
he sees Steve Nash. That's Steve Nash right there.
Oh man, see, I mean, you would have Kyle and have a heart attack because you're like Steve Nash, the coach.
That's why he got
Yeah,
a babysitter now. He got a babysitter now named Sam Cassell, and he's gonna be a babysitter for him.
yeah, Kyle. I mean, you have anything to say about that? Oh yeah, he does. No, he don't. He got better last season, and Sam Cassell is going to help him.
He definitely is. He's playing babysitter. He's the autopilot coach.
Kyle said Warriors need an athletic big. Looney isn't athletic enough.
Nah, he only jump up this high, man. Me and him got the same vertical.
Like how tall are you, Rob? How tall are you?
I'm only 6'1".
6'1". So we're about the same height. I'm like 6 foot. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we missed anything in the NBA. Now, obviously the NFL. Like you said, Titans are gonna go 18-0.
Yeah, they're playing the
They're
Jets, man.
gonna
I
beat.
told you. I claim it now. They're playing the Jets in the AFC Championship game.
Oh my god, bro! Yo, Jory, get in here. Get in here. No, I mean, like I said, I'm happy for DeAndre Hopkins. He got the money. He found a home. I just don't think like who's gonna be throwing him the ball, like Will Levis, Malik Willis, Tannehill. I don't know. Uh
Maybe,
oh.
maybe Vince Young. Maybe they bring Vince Young in.
I know it's Tannehill. I'm trolling her, obviously. But I don't know. I just think that. I mean, last night when I was going off in the group chat, like they were saying how like I'm crazy for saying that Jags are gonna go number one in the division, and Titans are gonna go number two. I mean, that's not that real. That's realistic. You
Come
called,
on.
and here we go with this again. Didn't we have discussed? Didn't we? Here we go with this again. Didn't we discuss this last night, Jordan? We did, and I'm on here live right now. So what's up, Jory? I think Rod wants that smoke too, man.
I'm just being real, man. They're gonna be in the Super Bowl, man. They might make the Super Bowl, man.
Oh,
They
they're
might.
gonna get it, man. They're gonna. It's gonna be Titans and
I told you the Titans and the Jets. The Titans and the Jets.
Well, I'm
Gonna be
saying
the AFC Championship game. Zach Wilson gonna be the starting quarterback.
Zach Wilson. So what about Aaron Rodgers? He's gonna get hurt.
He's about to quit in training camp. He's gonna say, "Man, I want to go be in Jeopardy. I want to play on Jeopardy. I want to be the host for Jeopardy."
Yeah, Zach Wilson ain't playing no games this season. They're gonna bring in a third stringer before they bring in that Zach Wilson. But I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for D Hop. He got the home. He got the money. 2 year, $32 million. But I mean, people said they couldn't. Chiefs or Bills couldn't get him. I believe they could on a cheap deal. But he picked Tannehill over Mahomes and Josh Allen and even Lamar Jackson. Like, this is just disrespectful. So
I'm just saying, man. It is what it is, man. That is just terrible. It messed up the receiver market, man. You look at how we gonna have to re-sign receivers by them keep on putting that money.
Kyle said he picked Tannehill over Lamar. Deal with that. All right, whatever.
I don't think that's a good move. Tannehill, what has Tannehill really done in the league? He got terrible footwork.
I think his best years were in like Miami, but then again, he got kind of the thick of the end with the whole Brian Flores, the whole situation. And imagine him with, obviously they saw someone with Tua, but imagine him with Tyreek Hill and Waddle. Oh my gosh, man!
He's probably still gonna overthrow him. Like, come on, man.
Jory said, "What? Am I speaking Chinese to you, Jory? Like, you not understand what I'm saying?" I don't know. Jory is a diehard Titans fan. So, but me here have a bet. Since we play in London, Ravens and Titans. The deal is if the Ravens win, she has to get a Lamar jersey, and now she wins, her teams win. I have to get whatever quarterback is playing that game. Don't forget the season they were number one seed with Ryan.
I'm just saying he's a little bit above. He's an average quarterback at best. I mean, he's not in my top 10. My top 10 quarterback.
He's not in mine either, but he's probably in the top 20.
Nothing wrong with that. Because they're not ready to get a new quarterback. My quarterback is a 20 plus.
You're a Patriots fan, right? With Mac Jones.
He's a 20 plus quarterback. He's not a superstar. He's never going to be a superstar.
I mean, what up though? But I mean, do you have any rings? Like, come on, Jory. You don't get the bling bling on your finger. I don't see that, man. You don't do no ring.
I just think that was just a bad move by him. I don't think he's going to get a lot of balls at the Titans. How many balls do you expect him to get? You think he's going to have a 1,200-yard season, 12 touchdowns? You see that?
I mean, I like D-Hop. I like the way, but I think that the rate. I mean, the Titans they need to be able to have a receiver. Which DeAndre Hopkins can, but they need a receiver who can go deep.
Top 3.
She's
smoking that Zaza. There's no way.
I mean, she said LOL, so I think she's trolling.
Okay.
Watch D-Hop will get. No. I think that he's gonna get some catches. He's gonna get some attention. I just think that the Titans, they need a receiver that who can go down and get it, And he can get it. I'm saying like a deep threat, Like now, as D-Hop gets older, he's more of like a blocking receiver,
So who would you rather have? AJ Brown or D-Hop right now?
Asking me or Jory?
I'm just saying in general.
So you said who? AJ Brown or who? D-Hop?
D-Hop.
I go AJ Brown.
They should just pay AJ Brown.
Because AJ Brown, D-Hop. See, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted D-Hop on the Ravens because I knew Lamar wanted both them, LBJ and D-Hop. And he was the perfect fit for us. Like he was a blocking receiver. He can catch quick slants. And even Key even said in the group chat, he was surprised that he went to the Titans. I mean, I think everyone was surprised he went to the Titans. I mean, but he did visit there. I mean, he does have a relationship with Mike Vrabel. I mean, but the fact that, like you said, with the whole wide receiver market, I think OBJ kind of like set that market for wide receivers because, like, obviously the Ravens prevented the Chiefs from getting him and the Patriots from getting him.
I just don't understand why would he want to go there because Derrick Henry gonna get 25 touches.
No, Kyle, I said that. Yes, at the time I did want D-Hop. Yeah, I did because Lamar wanted him. That'd be a perfect fit for D-Hop. But I don't know. I think that he picked the mediocre quarterback compared to Lamar Jackson. So they don't know, I don't know.
But your boy got a lot of pressure on him, though, man.
Lamar.
He's talking crazy about throwing for 6,000 yards, but there's no excuse for him this year with Monkey and with the weapons y'all got with Bateman and Zay Flowers and Odell and you know what I mean, Duvernay and Andrews. You got no excuses.
Yeah, we don't. That's one thing you're right. We don't have no excuses. We have the weapons. We have the new core coordinator and Tom Munkin. Yeah, the pressure is, but I think that, since Lamar got paid, it's behind him now. He can focus on football, Do
you think y'all have enough right now to beat Cincy in a playoff game right now?
We do. Right now we do. I think we do. I mean, we beat them the first game of the season, then we lost them the second time. So we split.
I'm just worried about that secondary, man. You got Humphrey. What after that? What do you have after that?
We have Humphrey. We traded away Chuck Clark to the Jets. He's hurt. But we have Marcus Williams. We have Carl Hamilton. And we have Marcus Williams.
So you think what's the boy's name? PP, whatever his name. Wee PP.
Pepe Williams.
Pepe. You think Pepe? You think Pepe? Bro. You think Pepe? You think he's gonna step up like that?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I gotta take a little time out real quick, bro. You said PP, wee, TT.
What the boy name? I'm gonna call him just Clay. Man. I'm just gonna call him Clay.
Clay. Pepe Williams. Yeah, he's nice too, man. And you got some cornerback, and you got that dude from Clemson. He's a linebacker, Trenton Simpson.
So if y'all can't have no pass rush and go back to the old tough-nosed Ravens defense, I don't think y'all gonna be able to. You're gonna have to get to the quarterback. I didn't see it last year from y'all.
I mean, so this is gonna be our first year with like a healthy defense. We have a full season of David Ojabo. We're gonna have Adolphe Owe. A full season of Roquan Smith, PQ. I think we good, man. We good with pass rushers, man. Obviously, we're gonna miss Justin Houston. Here go my boy Anthony Price, man. Who cares about the Ravens? All right, bro.
Dang, that's even worse. What helmet he had on?
I pull it back up.
Damn, that's Washington. That's not how they in Washington, but they in Largo.
Well, they're in where are they? They're in not Rowan. They're not Roanoke. They're in
They in Glenarden, I think.
yeah.
FedEx Stadium.
Man, Anthony, y'all thought y'all gonna get Lamar Jackson, but he's like, hell no, I ain't going there.
You might as well go to a CFL team.
Jory said Tim Kelly, our OC coordinator, knows D-Hop pretty well and it opens up the offense, makes it more balanced. Yeah.
It's gonna be Derrick Henry or bust. Come on, he's getting the ball 25 times. Jory, come on, man.
I already pulled that comment up.
That was the other reason why I was like, do I pay for this trip next year or not?
Oh, he said that cube. Oh my God.
That'll be possibly pregnant.
Crap.
Possibly.
He said that QB that you're speaking of is better throwing out inside numbers than your guys, sir. All right, Jory, keep that same smoke when we destroy you.
I don't know about that. We don't want Lamar Jackson. We won't get a ring with Baltimore. What?
Oh my God, bro. He's trolling. I think he's trolling, man. He just wants to get on my nerves.
Sam Howell ain't the guy, so
we don't want Lamar Jackson. Shit. Man. Talking about Commanders, you ain't getting nothing with Sam Howell. Hell out of here, man. But y'all should do it with Eric Bieniemy in there. So.
Ron is counting his days. He's about to get a severance package. It's over with for him. They about to tell him to hit the road after training camp.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move on to the next topic in the NFL. I'm not sure if you made the list or kind of like did your research. Which teams have the best running back, wide receiver, tight end trio in the league? Coming to the season, who do you think has the best like trio?
You gotta go Cincinnati. Wide receivers, Higgins, Chase. You can go with that. George Kittle, Philly with Dallas Goedert, and AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
You think Ravens are in there with Andrews, Dobbins, and
I don't know, man.
OBJ or like Bateman.
I don't know, man. They're gonna have to show me something, man. I'm worried about that's just that long history of y'all just running the ball and running that wishbone with Rashad and you know what I mean, and that I want to see y'all actually throw the ball at least 15 times a game before I put y'all up there.
So you think that we don't have a good trio?
I'm not saying that.
It's hard to say with Zay Flowers. We haven't seen Zay Flowers yet,
and we haven't seen the production. After Andrews, who else balled out last year? You can say, damn, they balled out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess the question was like going into the season. I guess so. I mean,
you can't just do potential. You got to actually see it before you can just say potential. I think my receiving core going to be better than last year, but I got to actually see it before I put faith in it.
Yeah, because you got Juju Smith now. Yeah. Man, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll say Bengals. I mean, I would not.
Bills.
Well,
you can go Bills. You can go Bills with Stephon, with Gabriel Davis, Knox. Like,
stop it, Anthony. Stop it.
I do like Scary Terry though. I like Scary Terry and Samuels.
Yeah,
but don't got a tight end though. Don't got a tight end.
Yeah, we're talking about tight ends, running backs, and receivers.
They got running backs though. I get. They
got Brian Roberts, right? Or Brian Roberts.
Yeah, they got some running backs. I give that to them.
What's going on with your boy? Uh, I was asking Anthony. What? That DN on the Commanders,
Oh, Chase Young.
Chase Young. What's happening with him, bro? What's happening with him, Anthony?
I like for them to trade him to New England. We can set up a package. I'll give you a couple of third round picks for him.
I heard he might go to the Ravens, man. And
Uh,
in a PQ deal, in a Patrick Queen deal. I don't know. I mean, he's been hurt. I don't think I want him. He has to have a full season of him being healthy. He missed all of last year, if I'm not correct, with an injury. So, I mean, obviously it'd be a good pickup for us or any team, but he needs to play like one full healthy season. But he's still good, man. He's still dangerous, Chase Young. But he needs to prove to me that he can stay healthy for like a year or two. As soon as us earn that money next year, reports say it might be trade with the Bears. I mean, I know we can't.
I think that's another one people are sleeping on, man. I think the Bears going to be much better than last year. I think they could compete for a wild card spot. That's just me personally. I think the Bears could be.
The Bears with Justin Fields. Then they got DJ Moore. I know we can't have everybody, Jory. I know we can't, but I just go off of reports from what I've seen because I follow my team other than like you, Jory. Ha ha ha. I mean, Jory wants to smoke this morning. I don't know why. So. All right. So, which players / teams had the most pressure heading into the season? Like, what players do you think have or teams had the most pressure? I mean, I think the Jets. I mean, obviously, that's one of the teams that has the most pressure. That playing in that media, in that New York media. Obviously, they hadn't really moved on from Zach Wilson, but they traded for Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, they're kind of in a win mode now. They got Alan Lazard. They have, he brought his boys, Randall Cobb there. Brees Hall's coming back off of ACL. So, I mean, they have the most pressure, I think. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, obviously they brought him in for them to win more games.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony says Cincy is the Super Bowl or bust and Bills too. I believe that too. But I think that the most pressure is on Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, man. Obviously, like you said, like Lamar is under pressure because that contract, but he's on a 5-year deal. So I mean, obviously, yeah, I want to get into the playoffs and win a Super Bowl in his first year of his contract, but he has, he doesn't have to win a Super Bowl in the first year of his contract. It'll be nice for him to do, but obviously they're in that kind of that 5-year deal where like he has to get a Super Bowl in that 5-year span, But obviously they're a team that's being slept on, man, like as a contenders.
Yeah, I think the Jets are definitely and got a lot of pressure. The Cowboys, Dak is looking like Tony Romo. When is he going to get to an NFC Championship game and win? You know what I mean? You got Minnesota. Minnesota got all that talent. Jordan Addison, Jefferson, Haskins, the tight end. Like, when are you going to win one?
Right. Yeah, I just think that like the Jets had the most pressure because like obviously they've always been like kind of like low in that division, in the AFC East. But now it's going to be even better with the Patriots, the Bills, Miami. They got Jalen Ramsey now on the defense side of the ball. And it all depends on like to his health. Anthony Price says Josh Allen needs to do better.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do you see any individual players that are under pressure, like Dak Prescott? Do you think that Lamar Jackson under pressure? Do you think that Aaron Rodgers is under pressure? Like, Do you see anybody that like individually wise is under pressure?
I know personally firsthand. Mac Jones got to Mayo Jack Jones got to play better. Mayo Jones got to play better.
So like you think he's under pressure this year?
What? Go. They was calling for Bailey Zappi to start last year, man. How embarrassing is that? A second string quarterback just getting called to start.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean Mac Jones.
I'm telling you right now, if he had a three pick game against the Eagles first game, they're gonna call for him to get out that game. If he even look bad once, just a little bit in the drive, they're gonna call for him to get out the game.
Right. Oh yeah, Allen brings up. I mean, not Allen. I mean, Anthony brings up a good player, Josh Allen. He needs to do better. Yeah, I mean, I think that the team that came to mind is the Jets. It's like obviously, yeah, they brought Aaron in to win now. They had Aaron Rodgers on what a lot of people's quarterback list. They have him like what fourth or fifth.
And what you
like
call
Mahomes.
Yeah, looks good.
And what you call got a lot of pressure too. Baker. This might be the Baker's last go around. In the NFL.
Oh yeah, he's on the
starter. Yeah, so he gonna have to ball out.
I mean, he has no season. He has Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. That's a good point.
Deshaun too. Deshaun gonna have to ball out. After all, you got the receiver weapon. You got Chubbs. You got all them receivers. You got Corey Davis, Cooper, David Nuke. You got the weapons there, so you got to perform.
Right. So I'm gonna. I think. Well, I don't know how to show you, but I think the next. Let me see what the next topic is. So it was your QB list. So I'll probably just read it out for the viewers. I'll pull it up real quick. So for your QB list, you had. I mean, obviously, you had Patrick Mahomes number 1. Number 2, you had Jalen Hurts. 3, you had Josh Allen. 4, you had Aaron Rodgers. 5, you had Joe Burrow. 6, you had Justin Herbert. 7, you had Lamar Jackson. 8, you had Trevor Lawrence. 9, you had Dak Prescott. Deshaun Watson at number 10. You had Jay Fields at 11. Kirk Cousins at number 12. You had Jimmy G at 13. Tua at 14. Golf at I'm thinking it's golf, not golf. It's all good. Jared Goff at 15. Gino at 16, 17 at Derek Carr at 17. Stafford at 18. Matt Jones at 19. Russell at 20. Kyler Murray at 21. Yeah, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett at number 23. Daniel Jones at number 24. Rocket Fox 25. Bigger 26. Desmond at 20. The Riddler, man. It's Ritter.
Oh, man. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Names, man.
Desmond Ritter, Ryan Tannehill, Jordan Love at 29, and you have the rookies running out with Bryce Young at 30, Stroud at 31, and then Russian at 32. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty good list. That's a solid list. I'm just trying to analyze it real quick. I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, I say he rounds at the top 10 on my list because he has JJ Jetta, and then he had Jordan Addison coming in. Like I said, there's a potential. We don't know how Addison's going to be on the field. I think it's a pretty fair list, I would say.
It's just hard to do lists. You know what I mean? It's any you know what I mean bad play. You like, dang, I messed my whole list up. You don't know if two are going to be able to stay healthy. It's a lot of what ifs. You know what I mean when you come to making lists.
Right. Let's see. And I think the last question for the topic last topic of the day on the show would be like which rookies. Obviously, you named a couple, like QBs, rookie QBs, or what rookies in this year's draft class will have the biggest impact on their respective teams. So we got Jackson Smith and Jigma on Seattle. You have Zay Flowers on the Ravens. Jordan Porter, I think, on the Steelers. It's a couple good guys on that list. So
I'm definitely going with Quentin Johnston from TCU. I think he's gonna have a good year. You know what I mean? Keenan Allen always hurt, so he definitely gonna get them targets. Palmer, kind of undersized. Williams, so he can have opportunities to put some good numbers up. Also, I got Will Anderson. I think Will Anderson is gonna have a big year with the Texans. With D'Amico Ryan as the head coach, you know he's gonna put him everywhere. He's gonna be able to get some good stats. He might get a couple sacks. You know, he might lead to sacks for rookies. To be honest with you. You can also go with Jordan Addison with the Vikings with just this is what you have in being by Jefferson. You know you're gonna be wide open. They're not gonna double team both of them. So I think that's gonna be a good. He's definitely gonna be a good one too. And I'm going with Christian Gonzalez. I think he's gonna have a good year for us because Bill know how to sub corners out and know how to use corners with to their strengths. So I think that's gonna be a good move. And some unknown people don't. I know a lot of people don't watch FCS football, but I think Xavier Smith out of FAMU being with Cooper Kupp, and if he makes the team with that Rams, you know what I mean, with Sean McVay, I think he can have a big year, real quiet, good year. Also, I think Joey Porter definitely gonna ball out. I watched a lot of his tape at Penn State. I think he's gonna have a good year also. And Aubrey Miller, he went undrafted from Jackson State. I think he's gonna have a good year because they are really thin at linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. So that's just a couple of people I think gonna have good years.
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously like the quarterbacks, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young, Will Levis. I think that, or we have Hendon Hooker too. I mean, he's once he gets off of his ACL, recovery, he might be like that player to step up. But I think that the players. I think that I wanted the Ravens to draft Jackson Smith because he's a big body receiver. But I think that him in Seattle with Geno Smith and him in that with Tyler Lockett and Metcalf, it's gonna be a good receiving trio.
I don't think Jake Bug's gonna have a good year, man. I seen this. So? I seen what he did in Ohio State, man. Did you watch any of his tape?
Huh?
Did you watch him at Ohio State?
I watched a little bit again. I know wasn't he like hurt like half the year or whatever? Like
he was not even the best receiver at Ohio State. Marvin.
Wasn't he like hurt though a little bit?
Hurt a little bit and he drops a little bit. You might have to put stickum on his hands like the little Giants. You know what I mean? You might have to put some stickum on his hand. So he lacks concentration in catching the ball, but maybe.
How do you feel about the Ravens getting Zay Flowers? I mean, obviously he was Addison, Smith, and then Jigma, and then Zay Flowers, the top receivers like to go off the board early. Like, what do you think about him and that system with Tom Munkin and Lamar? Like, I mean, people say he's like a Hollywood Brown 2.0. Like, do you think he's gonna be better than that? People are saying, like, I heard a report or article saying that he'd be compared to like a short like Stephon Diggs. He can like go up and get it.
Are you gonna trust Lamar to throw him 50-50 balls at 5'8"?
I think he's like 5'10" or 5'9", but I mean he did it without Hollywood Brown, man.
I'm not.
But I think that offense is gonna be by week 8. Zay Flowers will be not the number one. Yeah.
I think you should keep him, in the inside in that slot and move him out in situations. I don't think you want to do 50-50 balls with Zay Flowers.
Yeah, like he can definitely be like, a deep threat receiver, quick slant receiver. Definitely do like hook routes. Because I heard his like in practice and stuff. I heard that like his catch, his yard after carries, his speed is like crazy, man. So having
But
him and Bateman,
if he's number one, Bateman, you should really second guess that pickup of Bateman. If he's really the number one, what does that say about Bateman?
yeah, that's right. Like really hasn't had a full season being healthy, so I really want to see him strive, man. In that offense, and what Monken does, he kind of picks he works with the players he has in that room, and he puts them in the best spots to succeed. So, I mean, obviously, yeah, I've never seen Tom Monken, yet as a coordinator like for the season yet. So I'm curious to see like how he work with his offense. Obviously, he has Lamar in the building. Um, but all the players have the utmost respect for him. He talks a lot. He communicates a lot with his players. And the all of this says is going to be attack, 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 attack. So I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait. And like I mean, I either wanted Zay, I wanted Smith and Jigma, or I wanted Addison. One of those three wide receivers, and we got one of them. So. I just wanted Jackson Smith because he was the more bigger body receiver. He's like 6'3", 6'2". But yeah, I mean, we'll see how he does. But do you have like any like final thoughts, man? Like anything we didn't cover or we didn't go over, or you wanted to?
All I got to say, the Titans win the Super Bowl. I said it first. They're going 18-0. Nobody should even play the regular season. It's going to be the Jets and the Titans in the AFC Championship. Everybody else stay home. Watch the new season of Power or something. The season's over with already.
Watch the new season of Power. I'm done, man. No, but yeah, man. So like, where I know you have your own podcast. So like, where can people find you on I know you're Rob Uncensored. So like, is that your YouTube handle?
Oh no, that's what my YouTube name is. I go by that. Also, my YouTube is Rod Uncensored Media. You can catch me there. Also, you can catch me on Instagram at RodPod21. I don't do the Twitter. I don't got Twitter fingers, so you can check me on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, man. Is your podcast just like straight video, or do you have audio podcast too, or is this all video?
It's all video. I got away from doing the audio because it's not worth my while. They nickel and dime you, especially Anchor. They nickel and dime me. Like,
yeah.
So I do only visual.
Okay.
But my podcast, I do multiple things. I have sports. I talk about celebrity stuff. You know what I mean? I talk about I like to have a good time. I have an uncensored show where I just talk wild stuff. So, people come tap me.
If you need a guest, man, I think you wanted me on your show this morning, but I was sleeping, man. I was out. But I mean, if you want to have me on the show, man, one of the shows, let me know, man, and we'll definitely get something going, man. Hopefully, I wish we had Kyle on the show, but
also, let me say this one thing.
Yeah.
I have a Kickstarter right now. I am making the first wooden submarine. I need $250,000 to make this wooden submarine, and I need a couple volunteers that's going to go in the water and to try it out.
Like an actual submarine? What?
Yeah, like a wooden submarine. I got a prototype for a wooden submarine. Yeah.
Do you know what happened with the whole submarine and the whole like?
That's the point. I need $250K. I needed $250K. Just give me the investments. Y'all go with a submarine.
The $250,000. Yeah, that went over my head, man. Yeah. And Jory said, just end the show because I guess she heard you saying they're gonna go 18-0.
Oh yeah, 18. Go ahead and end it, man. Ryan Tannehill is gonna be the Super Bowl MVP.
Oh my God. All right, with that being said, man, I'm Jordan, the host of the JJO Sports Talk. Got my guest / co-host for today, Rod Uncensored, man. Yeah, and like that doesn't, man. So we'll be back next week.